Excuse the mess, guys. We're working in here. Alright, while this dries up, I have been asked to make this. So I'm going to make this dugout for bobbleheads. I'm thinking this board. Our dimensions are 21 inches wide. Bam, 21 inches wide, 14 inches tall, 12 inches deep. So I need two ripped at 13 and a half. Right around the desk. Two at 13.5. I need one at 21 inches. Because it's 21 inches wide. Three at 21 inches. And I'm gonna rip one down to 6 inches or 4 inches. Yep, we'll do that. So I'm gonna do 3 at 21 inches. No, I need a roof on it. I need 4 at 21 inches. I don't know if I can get all that out of here. 4, 5, 6, 8 inches deep. This definitely isn't enough. This is 2 foot, so every 8 inches, 1, 2, 8.5 is 17. That's gonna give me 2 boards. That's not big enough at all. I'm going to need more wood. Let's see how long this bad boy is. 33, I need it to be at least 21 inches. The widest I can make them is 8.5, but it needs to be 14 inches tall. So if I do 8.5 inch strips up, make the box. Let me see. I gotta look at the picture again. We'll call that 2 inches up there. Okay, if I cross cut it instead of ripping it, I lose my end grain, but I can get 4 pieces out of this board instead of 2. And I also found this other piece over here, so I think that's what I'm going to do to try to get the most out of my wood, utilizing what I got, trying to make money out of it.
God bless these hands when you made me. God bless these hands when you made me. God bless these hands. Let's go.
Make sure we have a clear entry over here to the table. Always helps if I plug this boy in. Alright, we're going to do just fine with these pieces. I wonder if it's been on there long enough that this sign is dry. There was a big spider underneath it. It scared the hell out of me. I blew it out with the air compressor. I got these giant black spiders in here, y'all. I do not like it. So this is how the signs are coming out. If you have a laser engraver, this is a great way to utilize it to keep it busy. And just these little things like the frame and the finding the knots and the stuff will really set you apart from just making a basic sign. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. If you're seeing this, I guess we're including the sanding. Cue the montage. So the widest I can rip a board on my table saw without the wings is 8.5 inches. So I ended up cutting 2 side pieces at 11.5, not 13.5. Because I wanted to include a 2-inch topper piece as like a banner for whatever team logo you're going to use. So I cut them at 11.5 inches. Alright, so I'm going to need another 3.5 inches. These are 11.5. That's what I did. I believe that's what I did, 11.5. Yep. And this is 8.5. I need another 3 inches. So I'm going to set my fence at 3 inches. I'm gonna rip one of these bad boys down. Got my 3-inch piece. Not sure if y'all can see what's going on. I gotta rip this down to 21 inches. Alright, I cut us a strip and I ran it through the jointer. I'm about to glue it up now. hold it with some clamps. Little lady! So I'm going to use this piece right here to make the little frame in the front with this dowel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down real quick. Okay.
And send it.
So I'm going to rip these
Got some dust in
½ inch. So I'm going to set this guy to ½ inch. Now that we got that, they're going to go like this. And we are going to do, what do you think, 1 inch sections? And let's do 1.5 inches. 1.5 inch sections? Okay. Now, real quick before we do that, let's sand this boy up. Get it clean. Sanding makes it all clean. See all the marks on it? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Fry. See all the marks on it? How many of these do we need, Fry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do them at 2 inches. Alright, so we need these like this. And then let's mark where we're gonna put these, Fry.
Huh?
We need 5 of them. So we're gonna put 1. These are 21 inches long.
21 by 5.
What's 21 divided by 2? Would be 11.5. No, 10.5. So we want 1 there. And then 1 every, what, 5 inches from there?
You missed it. I blew on it and it's because those two off.
Alright, this is my way of lining up both pins, Fry. I'm thinking if we put our bit right in the middle of those, we're gonna be just fine. That looks a little off though, huh? Okay, now the trick is to hit these lines perfectly. Dead center. What line do we really want though? We want to go the same depth all the way. So we're going to do the whole bit. Okay, now if you want to spray those holes out with the air.
What holes? Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a ½ inch bit, so we'll go 2 inches. No, we'll go 2.5 inches is what I need. Alright, let me see. That's gonna look great.
But
Alright, 2.5 inches each one. Alright, so I made these at 2.5 inches. Each of these dowel holes are 2 inches, or ½ inch. So that should put us at 1.5 inches. I like the way that looks a lot. That's going to be the front part. So we'll glue that up. I'll sand it down, glue it up. And these are looking great. We got that nice rounded top just like in the picture because it's the edge of our trim board. I'm gonna let this sit and dry up. Shoot the nail into this. Alright, that'll just hold it for now. And then I put glue on this side. I know that's not looking at nothing. Here, I'll clamp it up. So I did a glue up on the backboard and on the floor piece. And here I'm just getting a measurement for the cut. Making sure it was 21 inches. Measure twice, cut once. So I'm just setting it on there and checking it the size, and then those are my 2 cuts right there. Run it through the jointer. These seams should be way better now. Oh yeah, gapless. That's what I like to see right there, gapless seams. We're gluing that like that. Okay guys, for some reason the audio really messed up in this next part. So what I'm doing here is I am setting my fence for 3 inches. I'm going to rip a board down to 3 inches, and then I cut that board at 1.5 inch increments. I made 5 cuts. Now that's going to be the bench that the bobbleheads sit up on. So it's the bench inside the dugout basically. Rip the board at 3 inches. Cut it down at 1.5 inches, 5 slots, and then I set a 3.5 inch slab on top of those 5 slots. You'll see what it looks like here in a second. Alright, and now that we have all of our pieces all glued together and all our pieces assembled, it's time to assemble the dugout itself. So what I'm going to do is just glue this guy up and assemble the pieces that we built. We have a bench piece, we have the guardrail, the floor, and the actual dugout itself. The back of the dugout is a glue up and the floor of the dugout is a glue up. The rest is all just 8.5 wide. It's 21 inches long. I made it 12 inches deep, and it's going to be 14 inches high with a 2-inch piece on top as a banner for like whatever team logo you're going to use. So I just glue it up, and this thing came out really awesome, you guys. Like, I'm really happy how this thing came out. It looks so cool with bobblehead sitting inside it. Getting done with this guy. The glue up's just finished. It's a bobblehead holder, a dugout for a bobblehead stand for the Detroit Tigers. Bobblehead dugout, bobblehead stand, hold the bobbleheads. We're gonna do it real nice with the Detroit Tigers painted up. This is what it's gonna look like when it's finished. And yeah. Oh, and thank you for watching. If you're watching this, I hope you're having a great day. Beautiful life. Life is treating you well. Thank you for watching. Peace.